Success isn't just about being competent or even excellent at what you do. It's about becoming indispensable. Someone whose presence and contributions are so valued that the idea of replacing them feels unthinkable. The world is full of talented, hardworking people, but talent alone doesn't guarantee irreplaceability. Being irreplaceable comes from developing habits that set you apart, not just in skill, but in character, mindset, and the way you approach life. These are the habits that make others see you as not just another player on the team, but as the player who elevates the entire game. When you become irreplaceable, opportunities find you. People seek you out for guidance, collaboration, and leadership. This isn't just about securing your position in a career. It's about building a life where you're valued in every circle you touch, professionally, personally, and socially. The habits that make you irreplaceable aren't flashy or complex. They're simple in principle, but powerful in practice. They demand discipline, self-awareness, and a genuine desire to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. The truth is, anyone can become irreplaceable. It doesn't matter where you start, how much natural talent you have, or what field you're in. What matters is the deliberate choice to show up every day with the intention to stand out, not for recognition, but because you're committed to growth, excellence, and impact. These habits are not about competition with others, but about competition with your own potential. They are the habits that transform you from being merely capable to being truly exceptional. The first habit that will make you irreplaceable is consistently exceeding expectations. Most people do what is asked of them, no more, no less. But those who are truly irreplaceable approach their responsibilities with a different mindset. They don't aim to meet the bar, they aim to raise it. They understand that excellence isn't about doing what's required, it's about delivering results that surprise and delight others. This habit begins with a simple question. How can I add more value? Every task, project, or interaction becomes an opportunity to go above and beyond. It's not about perfection. It's about giving more than expected, whether that's delivering a project ahead of schedule, offering insights that weren't asked for, or finding solutions to problems others didn't even notice. Irreplaceable people take pride in over-delivering because they know that the extra effort isn't just noticed, it's remembered. Exceeding expectations requires anticipation. You have to think ahead, understanding not just what's been asked, but why it's been asked. Irreplaceable people don't just follow instructions. They think critically about the desired outcome and find ways to make it better. If someone asks for a solution, they deliver a strategy. If someone needs help with a task, they offer support and insight that improves the entire process. The habit of exceeding expectations applies to how you treat people. It's about showing up with integrity, kindness, and professionalism in every interaction. It's about being the person who listens deeply, who remembers details that matter, who follows up without being asked. People value those who make them feel valued, and exceeding expectations in how you treat others builds relationships that last a lifetime. Another aspect of this habit is consistency. Exceeding expectations isn't about occasional grand gestures. It's about the everyday commitment to excellence. It's about doing your best work even when no one is watching. Irreplaceable people don't turn their effort on and off like a switch. They make it a habit to bring their best to everything they do, no matter how big or small. This habit isn't just about external results, it's about internal standards. Irreplaceable people hold themselves to a higher standard than anyone else does. They don't settle for good enough because they know that mediocrity is the quickest path to irrelevance. They push themselves to grow, learn, and improve every day. Not because someone else demands it, but because they demand it of themselves. Exceeding expectations doesn't mean burning yourself out or saying yes to everything. It's about being strategic with your energy and focus. Irreplaceable people prioritize their efforts on what matters most, ensuring that the areas where they go above and beyond have the greatest impact. They understand that it's not about doing more. It's about doing better. The rewards of this habit are profound. When you consistently exceed expectations, you build a reputation for reliability, excellence, and value. People come to rely on you because they know you won't just deliver. You'll deliver more than they thought possible. This reputation opens doors, creates opportunities, and positions you as someone who is not just a participant, but a leader, not just capable, but indispensable. Exceeding expectations isn't about seeking recognition or praise. It's about cultivating a mindset of excellence that becomes second nature. Over time, this habit transforms the way you see yourself and the way others see you. It's not about being the best for the sake of comparison. It's about being the best you can be, knowing that your efforts have the power to inspire and uplift everyone around you. Next, the second habit that will make you irreplaceable is mastering the art of reliability. Reliability may not be flashy, but it is the cornerstone of trust, and trust is what makes you indispensable. It's easy to overlook reliability as a skill, but the truth is, being someone who can be counted on time and time again separates you from the crowd. In a world full of uncertainty, people value those who bring consistency, dependability, and follow-through. Reliability begins with doing what you say you will do. It's a simple principle, but one that many fail to uphold. Irreplaceable people understand that their word is their bond. When they make a commitment, they follow through without excuses. They know that every time they keep a promise, they strengthen their reputation, and every time they fail to deliver, they weaken it. This habit requires attention to detail. Reliable people don't leave things to chance. They plan, prepare, and execute with precision to ensure that nothing falls through the cracks. They anticipate potential obstacles and address them proactively. If a task requires 10 steps, they don't stop at 9, assuming the last step will take care of itself. They complete the job fully and effectively, leaving no loose ends. Reliability is about more than completing tasks. It's about how you show up in every aspect of life. Irreplaceable people are reliable in their character. They're honest, consistent, and grounded in their principles. People know what to expect from them because they don't waver in their values. This consistency builds trust over time, making them the kind of person others want to collaborate with, confide in, and rely on in moments of challenge. An important aspect of reliability is communication. Irreplaceable people understand that being dependable isn't just about meeting deadlines or fulfilling obligations. It's about keeping others informed along the way. If they encounter delays or challenges, they don't hide it or make excuses. They communicate openly, providing updates and solutions. This transparency reassures others and demonstrates accountability. Reliability means being dependable under pressure. It's easy to perform when everything is going smoothly, but true reliability is tested in moments of difficulty. When deadlines are tight, when stakes are high, or when unexpected problems arise, reliable people stay calm, focused, and determined. They don't crumble under stress, they rise to the occasion. This resilience makes them invaluable in any situation. One of the keys to being reliable is learning how to manage your commitments wisely. Irreplaceable people don't overpromise and underdeliver. They understand their limits and are honest about what they can and cannot do. They don't say yes to everything out of fear of disappointing others. Instead, they prioritize quality over quantity, ensuring that whatever they commit to receives their full attention and effort. Reliability extends to your relationships. Being reliable means being there for others when they need you, not just when it's convenient. It's about showing up consistently, whether it's to lend a listening ear, provide support, or celebrate someone else's success. These acts of dependability strengthen bonds and make you someone others trust and respect on a deeper level. This habit doesn't require perfection. Irreplaceable people understand that mistakes and setbacks are inevitable. What sets them apart is how they handle those moments. When they fall short, they take responsibility, make amends, and do everything in their power to prevent a repeat. This accountability not only preserves their reputation, but often strengthens it as people appreciate their honesty and commitment to improvement. Being reliable may not get immediate recognition, but it creates long-term value. When you're reliable, people begin to see you as essential. You become the person they turn to in critical moments because they know you'll come through. This trust opens doors and creates opportunities that might otherwise remain out of reach. Over time, your reliability becomes part of your identity, setting you apart as someone who is not just competent, but indispensable. At its core, reliability is about respect. Respect for your time, respect for others' time, and respect for the commitments you make. It's about understanding that your actions have an impact on those around you and choosing to act with integrity and consistency. When you cultivate this habit, you build a foundation of trust and credibility that makes you irreplaceable in every sphere of life. Next, the third habit that will make you irreplaceable is developing a growth-oriented mindset. This habit is the foundation for continuous improvement, adaptability, and long-term success. Those who adopt a growth mindset don't see their skills, knowledge, or potential as fixed. Instead, they view them as ever-expanding with effort, learning, and persistence. This mindset makes them not only resilient, but invaluable because they're always evolving to meet new challenges and seize new opportunities. A growth-oriented mindset begins with the belief that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. Irreplaceable people don't shy away from challenges because they fear failure. Instead, they embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They understand that every mistake, every setback, and every obstacle holds a lesson that can help them improve. This perspective makes them more adaptable and less likely to become discouraged when things don't go as planned. This mindset requires curiosity and a hunger for knowledge. Irreplaceable people are lifelong learners who constantly seek out new information, skills, and perspectives. They read, study, and engage with people and ideas that challenge their thinking. They understand that the world is always changing, and staying relevant means staying curious. They don't just consume information passively. They actively look for ways to apply what they've learned to their work and lives. Another critical component of a growth-oriented mindset is feedback. Irreplaceable people don't just tolerate feedback, they welcome it. They see constructive criticism as a gift that can help them identify blind spots and areas for improvement. Instead of becoming defensive, they listen, reflect, and use feedback as a tool for growth. This openness to feedback sets them apart because it shows a willingness to learn and evolve, which makes them indispensable in any environment. The habit of setting ambitious yet achievable goals is central to a growth mindset. Irreplaceable people don't settle for mediocrity. They push themselves to aim higher, set challenging targets, and pursue their goals with discipline and focus. But they recognize the importance of breaking those goals into smaller, manageable steps. This approach allows them to make steady progress, building momentum and confidence along the way. So this is another hallmark of a growth-oriented mindset. Irreplaceable people understand that setbacks are not the end of the road, but part of the journey. When they encounter difficulties, they don't give up or blame external circumstances. Instead, they take responsibility for their response, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. This resilience not only helps them achieve their goals, but inspires those around them to do the same. This habit requires self-awareness. Irreplaceable people are introspective. They take the time to understand their strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. They know where they excel and where they need to improve. This self-awareness allows them to make better decisions, align their actions with their goals, and avoid repeating mistakes. It makes them more effective collaborators because they understand how their behavior affects others. A growth mindset is deeply tied to adaptability. In today's fast-paced world, change is constant, and those who resist it risk becoming obsolete. Irreplaceable people don't cling to old ways of doing things simply because they're familiar. They embrace change as an opportunity to innovate and grow. They're willing to step out of their comfort zones, learn new skills, and adapt to new circumstances. This adaptability makes them invaluable in dynamic environments where flexibility is essential. This mindset fosters creativity and innovation. When you believe that your potential is limitless, you're more likely to take risks, experiment with new ideas, and think outside the box. Irreplaceable people use their growth mindset to approach problems with curiosity and creativity, finding solutions that others might overlook. Their willingness to explore uncharted territory makes them stand out as problem solvers and innovators. The ability to inspire others is another powerful aspect of a growth-oriented mindset. When you embody this habit, you don't just improve yourself, you uplift those around you. Irreplaceable people lead by example, showing others what's possible when you embrace growth and commit to continuous improvement. Their energy, optimism, and determination are contagious, creating a ripple effect that elevates teams, organizations, and communities. At its core, a growth-oriented mindset is about believing in your ability to improve and taking consistent action to make it happen. It's about seeing potential where others see limitations and opportunities where others see obstacles. This mindset is not just a habit. It's a way of being that transforms how you approach challenges, relationships, and goals. When you cultivate a growth-oriented mindset, you don't just make yourself irreplaceable, you inspire others to do the same. The fourth habit that will make you irreplaceable is mastering the art of effective communication. Being able to convey your thoughts, ideas, and emotions with clarity and purpose is a skill that elevates not just your personal interactions, but your professional contributions as well. People who are exceptional communicators often find themselves in positions of influence and leadership because they can connect, inspire, and build trust. This habit is what allows them to stand out and create meaningful, lasting impact. Communication is much more than just speaking or writing. It's about understanding and being understood. Irreplaceable people make it a priority to truly listen. They don't just wait for their turn to speak. They pay attention to what's being said, both verbally and non-verbally. They ask thoughtful questions, reflect back what they've heard, and ensure that others feel seen and valued. This habit of active listening sets them apart because it builds trust and strengthens relationships. When they do speak, they are intentional about their words. Irreplaceable communicators understand that how you say something is just as important as what you say. They are clear, concise, and deliberate, ensuring their message is easy to understand and leaves no room for misinterpretation. They avoid unnecessary jargon or fluff and focus on delivering value through their words. Whether they're giving a presentation, having a one-on-one conversation, or writing an email, their communication is always purposeful and impactful. Another hallmark of effective communication is empathy. Irreplaceable people take the time to consider their audience, their needs, perspectives, and emotions. They adapt their communication style to suit the situation, whether that means being more formal in a business meeting or more personal in a casual conversation. This ability to connect on a human level is what makes their words resonate and leaves a lasting impression. Nonverbal communication is another critical aspect of this habit. Irreplaceable people are mindful of their body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. They understand that these nonverbal cues can either reinforce or undermine their message. By maintaining open, confident, and approachable body language, they ensure that their communication is not only heard, but felt. This alignment between words and actions builds credibility and trust. One of the most valuable skills in communication is storytelling. Irreplaceable communicators use stories to make their ideas relatable and memorable. They know that facts and figures alone are rarely enough to inspire action or change. Stories, on the other hand, engage the emotions, capture the imagination, and create a sense of connection. Whether they're sharing a personal anecdote or illustrating a point with a powerful example, their stories leave a lasting impact. Another important element of effective communication is clarity in conflict. Irreplaceable people don't avoid difficult conversations. They navigate them with skill and grace. When addressing conflicts or misunderstandings, they focus on solutions rather than assigning blame. They approach these situations with empathy and tact, ensuring that everyone involved feels heard and respected. This ability to handle conflict constructively strengthens relationships and reinforces their value as a collaborator and leader. Being adaptable in communication is essential. Irreplaceable people are comfortable speaking to a wide range of audiences, from colleagues and clients to family and friends. They adjust their tone, language, and approach to suit the context, ensuring that their message is effective regardless of who they're speaking to. This adaptability makes them versatile and invaluable in any environment. Another aspect of effective communication is the ability to provide and receive feedback. Irreplaceable communicators know how to offer feedback in a way that is constructive, specific, and actionable. They focus on behaviors rather than personal traits, making it easier for others to receive their input without feeling defensive. At the same time, they are open to receiving feedback themselves, seeing it as an opportunity to learn and grow. In a team setting, communication becomes even more critical. Irreplaceable people excel at fostering collaboration by ensuring everyone is on the same page and working toward a shared goal. They keep communication channels open, encourage input from all team members, and ensure that expectations and responsibilities are clear. This creates a sense of alignment and unity that drives success. Mastering communication involves self-awareness. Irreplaceable people understand how their words and actions affect others. They take responsibility for their impact and are willing to adjust their approach when necessary. This awareness not only enhances their communication, but strengthens their relationships and reputation. Ultimately, communication is about creating connection. Irreplaceable people use their words to build bridges, foster understanding, and inspire action. They recognize that effective communication is not just a skill, but a habit, one that requires constant practice, reflection, and refinement. By mastering this habit, they make themselves indispensable in both personal and professional settings, ensuring that their presence is not only valued, but irreplaceable. Next, the fifth habit that will make you irreplaceable is cultivating an unrelenting commitment to personal growth. In a world that's constantly changing, staying the same is not an option if you want to remain valuable. Irreplaceable people understand that the only way to consistently provide value, adapt to new challenges, and seize opportunities is to keep growing mentally, emotionally, and skillfully. They don't just accept growth as a possibility, they pursue it as a priority. Growth starts with a mindset. Irreplaceable people have a deep belief that their abilities are not fixed. They see themselves as a work in progress, always capable of learning, improving, and expanding their horizons. This growth mindset gives them the courage to step outside their comfort zones and tackle new challenges, even when the outcome is uncertain. They're not afraid of making mistakes because they see every misstep as a chance to learn and improve. A commitment to personal growth requires curiosity. Irreplaceable people are lifelong learners, constantly seeking out new knowledge and perspectives. They read widely, attend seminars, and engage in conversations with people from diverse backgrounds. They understand that growth doesn't happen in isolation. It requires exposure to new ideas and experiences that challenge their thinking and broaden their understanding of the world. Another key to personal growth is setting ambitious goals. Irreplaceable people don't settle for mediocrity or rest on past achievements. They constantly push themselves to reach higher, knowing that growth lies just beyond their current limits. These goals are not just about external success. They're about becoming the best version of themselves. Whether it's mastering a new skill, improving their health, or deepening their relationships, they are always striving for progress. Personal growth is about self-awareness. Irreplaceable people take the time to reflect on their strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of behavior. They seek to understand themselves deeply so they can leverage their strengths and work on their areas of improvement. This self-awareness allows them to navigate life with clarity and purpose, making decisions that align with their values and long-term vision. Feedback is a critical part of growth, and irreplaceable people actively seek it out. They don't wait for others to point out their blind spots. They ask for input and use it to refine their approach. They value constructive criticism because they know it's one of the fastest ways to improve. At the same time, they're discerning about whose feedback they take to heart, focusing on the perspectives of those who have their best interests at heart or possess expertise in the area they're working on. Personal growth requires discipline. Irreplaceable people know that growth doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent, intentional effort. They create routines and habits that support their development, whether it's dedicating time each day to learning, practicing a skill, or reflecting on their progress. They understand that small daily actions compound over time to create significant transformation. Resilience is another important aspect of growth. Irreplaceable people don't let setbacks derail them. They use them as fuel to keep going. They view challenges as